So number two that we wanted to talk about is championing product education. Okay, championing product education. And this I mean for yourself and for other people. Now, if you don't spend time learning about the product, so you don't champion the product education for yourself, I don't even know where to start with this, because a lot of times I have people who go, I want to build a business. Yeah. Just teach me how to get the money. Okay. And I say, do you have an essential oil pocket reference that you can read information? Oh yeah, but I don't really read it. Okay, that's fine. You don't have to read it, but do you look at it sometimes when people ask you questions? Do you refer to it? Do you take time to kind of just understand a little bit more about what these oils do? Other than Young Living literature, do you read things outside of Young Living that's about essential oils? Now, I know there are a lot of conflicting information about usages for essential oils out there in the world, but I don't want you to live in a bubble. I don't want you to live in this world that's just called Young Living. There are many different points of views out there, and I want you to learn. So that's something that, if you know Nurture, okay, Nurture is really good at doing that. I know that somebody in her organization has been has had years and years of powerful information about aromatherapy that isn't like ours. But instead of, a lot of us, we become fearful about listening. But if you can create a culture to allow yourself to listen and to learn, there's so much value you can transfer over, from one end to the other end. At the end of the day, people out there in the world who are doing aromatherapy all have one same goal in mind, which is to use it for wellness. Okay, nobody wants to use it to destroy somebody. Everybody wants to use it for wellness. So understand, again, learning and understanding where people are coming from their teaching. So learning the product for yourself, finding opportunities to sit in Young Living classes. They have tons of classes about products. Again, if you are somebody who finds that you can't go for physical class, we have online classes nowadays. Some people, another leader that works very hard on educating in our team is Faith Teo. So if you're in our private group or open group, you'll hear Faith sharing about her classes. And she's one of those leaders who basically keeps her education open to everyone. And very often she would just do online classes where you can, whether it's Periscope, Zoom, Facebook, and many others. Tap into those even if you can't go for live classes. Every time somebody teaches, here's the thing, and sorry, I'm just going to backtrack a little bit. Back in my days when I started using Young Living products in 2007. The Young Living office was not in existence back then. Okay, so there's no such thing as going to the office and sitting in the class. So we would go physically to Francis Fuller's house to attend classes. That was the only way we learned. Okay, and other than that, we search things out. And even back then, Facebook was not a big thing. Trust me. We don't just Google and find a lot of information. Sometimes you go on the websites, you read. We invest in essential oil pocket reference, desk reference, gentle baby book, and then we just flip. You don't have to finish the book whole day, but just read what people are using, how to use. And one of the other things that I realized is we would even have the patience to sit through the same topic 2 or 3 times. In Francis classes, I always see the same people coming in. Okay, and sometimes you may go like, listen to it once already, what? Why do we need to listen to it again? Understand that even as the teacher is teaching or as the person is sharing, they are growing continuously. Okay, so over periods of time, their information change. They meet other users. They've picked up new information. They incorporate new learning into what they're doing, and they teach. Okay, So never place yourself in a high and mighty position where I've attended that class already. There's no point of attending it again. Education is an ongoing thing. Okay, so find yourselves whenever possible just sitting in and listening to classes. And if you are learning, you encourage your people to learn. Now, some of you I know have asked me before, you're very new, you don't have sign up maybe, you have friends who are not members yet, and then you go, wow, a bit difficult. I don't know how to share with them. Number one, we have a OneDrop open Facebook group. Okay, ask them for permission first before you add them in, because first thing first, we always tell people, please don't just add people for fun, or like you look at your whole friends list and then you just click, add everybody. Number one, this is really, really bad manners because you didn't tell the person that you're going to do this. And in the past, we have people literally private message the admin people and ask, why are they in this group? Or what this is all about. And we found out their friends never spoke to them about it and just thought if I added them into the group, by the way they will see the post, maybe, they might come to me for products. So that is really bad manners to begin with. Have the courtesy to talk to your friends. If they are people who are interested in wellness, in products, and just mention, there is an open Facebook group where people post information about products and how to use. Would you like me to include you in there, or would you like to add yourself? Let me send you the link so you can add yourself in. It's one of the most empowering ways to help people get started. Now, of course, there will be friends who say, no need lah, you just tell me lah, okay? Then, true enough, unfortunately, you might need to be the one to do that bit of work. So I know some people will set up, if you have a small pool of friends who are already interested, they may even set up small WhatsApp group or small Facebook groups. Or if their friends don't want to, they individually send them infographics. That is also one of the reasons why from OneDrop side, we've been trying to create infographics for you guys all the time. And we have infographics that's uploaded into the Dropbox. It's called the OD shareable folder, because in there, what we've done is we've created visuals, especially the basic ones like sign-up kits or all the oils in the premium starter kit, etc. We've made it such that you can take those and add your own contact details onto it. So that when you share with somebody else, it is not my contact, it's not my business manager's contact, it's your contact, okay? So use these to help yourself share and update with people. Because at the end of the day, whether a person is completely a non-user and just interested, maybe they're just trying some oils from you, or they have signed up, okay? One of the first things that needs to happen is education. That's why I say in Young Living business, it is not sales. So you need to put down that concept that you're trying to sell people something and you're trying to close cases, you're trying to close a deal. That's one of the worst mindset to bring into the business, because having somebody start using, you need to begin to go, how do I keep supporting you to learn? I need to keep creating the interest. I need to find out what you are interested in, my friends. So talk to people as well, listen. So this is part of your skills as character development as well. Get into conversations where you hear what people really need in their lives. Some people don't tell you right at the onset of it, but eventually they may. They say they're concerned about their parents' health. They're concerned about their children's health, their husband's health. Or they notice that they have very, very small minor symptoms that, they've been dealing with for 1-2 years. And, it's not a big health issue. But if you can find out something, you can address it and help them address it. Okay? So that's really important. Don't go out there and just keep trying to sell products to people. I don't know if you've heard this saying before. that people do not buy, okay, people do not buy the drill. So have you seen those drills for drilling hole? People don't buy the drill. People buy the hole. It sounds very weird, but really the concept of it is they don't need that drill. You know, it may be the most useful tool to everybody else in the world, but hey, if I don't have a hole that I need to drill, what do I need a drill for? Okay? If they know and they begin to be aware what that hole is, that thing that they need to address in their life, and that comes up only in conversations. Because half the world out there don't think essential oils will do anything for this. Okay? They don't believe essential oils could support their health. They don't believe that essential oils could support their emotional state. They might just think essential oils is just great for smelling. So when you just go there and go, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, you're kind of going like, buy the drill, buy the drill, buy the drill. You're like, I don't need to drill a hole. Why do you keep asking me to buy? Okay? But when the conversation gets down to, it's like, what is it that, you're facing in your life, Or in very casual conversations, some things pop up. A parent might go, my kid has been just this confidence thing, has not been having confidence, expressing himself a lot. Have a chat. What's going on with your son, And as you chat, you'll be amazed the kind of information that can come out. And that's where you can go, hey, I'm not sure if you've heard about the essential oils. I've been using them for a while. And I was wondering whether you want to see and try to use those. We can just try it out first. Address the need. Don't sell. Okay? And then bring information to them about what the oils can do. Okay? And as everybody knows right now, because of compliance issue, you may not be able to go out there and tell people, hey, I can heal you, man, with this essential oils. But you can look up to our reference books. In our reference books, there's tons of information about what they do for the systems, okay? So use that and show them. Find the research, do the work, show it to them, and have them, ask questions. And if you feel less confident by then about answering certain questions, tell them, hey, would you like me to, I've got some uplines that has been using the oils for a little bit longer. Maybe they can help. Clearly, you got to ask your uplines whether they are free to help, okay? And then put that together, one-on-one together, and just grow. Keep growing. When I first started sharing, I started using essential oils in 2007, end of 2007 for my dad. I was already beginning to share about oils, but I only kind of made that mental switch to say, yeah, I'm willing to actually look at how to really build the business and share this properly with people. That was 2010. Did I know everything else in the world about essential oils? No. Okay, I can guarantee you I probably only know this much. Okay, I don't pretend that I'm an expert. I go out there when I talk to people about essential oils. I tell them and I share them what I know. And if they ask me a question that I am not familiar with, I tell them, I have never come across that particular situation that you're talking about. Can I check it out for you? I have some reference books at home and I'm going to check it out with my upline. Can you give me a day or two to find the answers for you? Okay? As simple as that. You are not meant to be an expert. Okay? And you want to understand this. As you're building the business, every time you want to assume that you know it all and I have to have all the knowledge in the world before I can share, then the culture you're going to end up building in your team, if it starts to grow, is everybody feels the pressure to have to know everything. And everybody will be very scared because they'll look at you and go, okay, she knows a lot. Better just get her to teach. Better just get her to share. You don't want that. You want people to go, hey, I know 5 users only for lavender and 3 users for these. But guess what? I'm just going to do a small share because I think it's fun for people to find out about all these. And I'm going to share anyway. And along the way, you may find 10 more users for lavender and 10 more users for these. Does it make you a bad person? No. Okay? again, this tied to the whole character bit of things. If you find yourself stuck in that, there's a part of you that could be the perfectionist, okay, your character. No lah, I cannot have people say bad things about me. No, I cannot have people come to my class and I don't look good because I don't know, okay? Understand that that's part of the character development that you need to work through, because there is a perceived notion that you have to be perfect. There is a perceived notion that I can only do certain things when I am very good, okay? So those are in your ways of stopping you from taking actions. So notice how everything is tied in with each other, very intricate, okay? So that's the championing product education bit. For people who are selling online, because I know I have people come to me and say they have online stores, etc., I think it's the same concept. At the end of the day, you can either be a person who just puts product up there with a picture and tell them this is how much, buy this. Every time there's a promotion, put out a promotion and say, hey guys, buy this, while I was giving a 20% off. You can go down that direction, but I can guarantee you your business is not going to grow very, very big. Okay? You're going to hate me for saying this. Your business, if it's always been on, helping other people through online selling, people buying from you, will start changing if you take the direction to spend more time educating, spend more time teaching people, small baby steps. Don't feel like you have to do a big class and everything. It could be, hey, I'm recording a 20-minute session today on thieves. You don't even have to show your face, okay? It may be a recorded podcast, and then you just read off a script about what you know about thieves. If you're creative and you can put together a visual graphic, you might do that and do top 5 uses for thieves and what I have used in my household. Put in that personal touch, reach out to people, because otherwise people will always regard you as a reseller. So one of the best things that I've ever heard one of the leaders talk about in USA is, how do you differentiate your business? Okay, how do you separate your business from being a commodity business? Let me explain this a little bit. What's a commodity? Commodity is like sugar, salt, okay, eggs. Who really cares about the brand? Who really cares about where you buy salt, sugar, eggs from, right? I mean, if you needed those, you just go to the supermarket. Some of us may just look for the cheapest one and just buy it, okay? Now, if you're in the Young Living business and you're fighting prices all the time and you're treating your business like a commodity, which means you're just trying to push it out mass market all the time, you're going to find that this is the kind of situation you're going to face. At some point, someone, okay, this is the office is trying to control this very much, but I know in Indonesia is a big thing, and I know in Singapore there's still some people who may do this. Somebody's going to undercut your price. What do you do? Okay, I have people coming to me being upset and saying that, I was supposed to sign up that friend, and then, she got offered 10% more. I don't even know how the person makes money. How can they just sell it 10% less? Technically, you're not supposed to, okay? But these kind of things happen, and people are constantly battling with money, battling with what other people are doing out there. If you find yourself in a position like this, you're going to find that you're going to fight downhill battle, because you're in a commodity business. You've set your business up as a commodity. There's no differentiation. There's people just see you as salt, sugar, and eggs. Okay? Now, how do you differentiate yourself? You want to create an identity around who you are. Understand, again, this is tied back to character. Understand that people come and sign up an account with you. Most of the time, I can tell you 90% is because they trust you. Okay? It may sound like, oh my gosh, for some people it's a really scary thing. Like, So no account sign up means nobody trusts me. No, I'm not saying that, okay? But I am saying that a lot of times people choose you over another person because they trust you. There is something beyond the price, beyond whatever. There is connection. People trust you and they're coming to you. You are the brand, my friend, not Young Living. Young Living just happened to be a great product that you are saying, you're telling the world, hey, use it. I love it. Why would they use it? They use it because they look at you and there's something attractive and powerful about you. And they're going like, yeah, I don't know why she's using it. Maybe I want to use it too. Okay. Like recently, I just posted from the magazine, Gwyneth Paltrow talking about fees. Guess why everybody's taking picture and sharing? It's not the fact that it's just thieves. It's the fact that Gwyneth Paltrow is using thieves. And Gwyneth Paltrow is a famous personality. And people relate to that personality. Now, if you're not a Gwyneth Paltrow fan, for example, let's say you just happen to really hate her, okay? Of course, if you see something like that, you're going to go, woo, I don't want to use it. Why is she using it, okay? But most people do like Gwyneth Paltrow, okay? So when they see it act like that, they're drawn to it, not because they necessarily know what thieves is about. They're drawn to it because they go, wow, Gwyneth Paltrow. Wow, if she's using it, then it's valuable for me too, man. So I want to use that. That's the whole idea. People use personalities, use icons, use idols to sell products, okay? So here's the ultimate truth. You are the brand, not Young Living, okay? If you are not attractive as a person, if you are talking constantly about, it's very difficult, Young Living sucks, the admin sucks, this is so difficult. If this is the brand that you are about, guess what? Everybody's going to go, who likes to hang around with somebody who's complaining all the time and who thinks all the time that it's difficult? Okay? They're going to turn around. They're going to see someone bright, attractive out there who happens to also talk about Young Living. And then what do? They may come to hear about Young Living through you first, but they're going to that person. She or he is more attractive. Okay? It's a good fact to chew on. Because at the end of the day, you want to bring value to people. So tying it back to why are we talking about it, about championing product education? Because you want people to sense that as they come to you, not just that you're attractive, but they come to you, they get value. They are supported. They are, even if you don't know, like I said, remember I tell you, you don't have to know everything, but they can come to you and they feel safe to ask you a question. There are certain characters that we've met who just come across as like everybody will feel very scared. I don't think I should ask her again how to use lavender. Okay? Now, some people, you can tell them 10 times and they may still forget how to use lavender. But if your personality, your character, the brand that you're about is, don't ask me again. Huh? I already taught it once in the class. If you're asking me a second time, that means you're not paying attention. If your personality and your branding is that, the people around you are going to go, stay away from her. I don't think it's very helpful. Okay? Yes, Caroline, go ahead, type it. I'm going to keep talking and you can type your question there. So create that value. Find means and ways to make things exciting for you. Faith is not on this Zoom class, but I'm going to use her as an example. I love Faith as a brilliant leader and as a friend. Okay, and for those of you who know Faith, one of the things that she brings to the table as a leader is she's just willing to sit down and listen to someone. Okay, and she cares about someone more than she cares whether you use the product or not. I've seen how she is with people in her organization, that she spends time with them through the live events that they go through. okay? And because of that, people feel loved, they feel cared for. Now, if you're not that kind of personality, please don't feel like you're forced into caring for people, okay? For some people, it's like, I'm just such an introvert, I can't deal with this. Find out what you are good at and do what you're good at, because that's God's gift for you, okay? So you've got to find a way to differentiate yourself. Give yourself a meaning that people will look at you and they look at products and they see a reason to come to you. Whether it's you're somebody who's very patient, who can give them the information, or you're somebody very driven to create results, you're committed, you stay with them to help them come up with solutions for themselves. People are constantly looking for something. And again, you don't have to be everything. Okay? This is kind of like marketing 101. No one person can cover the whole market. We all attract different people. So be clear who you are and what your identity is and what you are good at, how you can add that value to your business and help people, so that the type of person that you want in your organization will be attracted to you. Okay, I'm going to quickly read Caroline's question. The information out there about using the oil is very confusing. The guidelines are very vague. There's just so many schools taught, different methods. Which should I use and what should I advise my friends to use? Examples using EO on babies. Some say can use neat, some say dilute, some say 1 teaspoon, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So first thing first, you're going to get, it's true. If you Google, for example, coconut oil tonight, okay, is coconut oil good? You're going to find a whole spectrum of information from coconut oil is the best thing in the world. You should just eat it every day. It can do amazing things to your brain. 2, coconut oil has these side effects, and this side effect, you should avoid using it. This is not good for you, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Here's the thing. There will always be a spectrum. Okay. So coming back to number 1, this whole thing about championing product education, I always say, before you go out there and teach, use it on yourself. Because that's the only way you can gain confidence about the product. Now, I can tell you everything in the whole wide world about how I believe Young Living is really one of the best oils in the world and how powerful and potent it is. Until you have a personal experience about it, you're still going to feel fearful. You're still going to feel like, I don't dare to use it on this situation. I don't dare to do this. Okay? Now, when you are in the situation when you don't dare to, here's the truth of fact. I don't want you to go out there and pretend to tell people it's okay to use it neat. Rather, go conservative. If you do have a fear about it, go conservative and tell the person, now, you're going to find various information out there in the world. Okay? And I want you to feel safe that if you're not confident yet, dilute the oils and use it as diluted. There are mummies who use it neat. They have years and years of experience. They have confidence about the product. I don't want you to feel like we're putting you in that position to do this. That's it. Because you haven't seen how it works for you. Neat. So don't go out there and, kind of have to force people to do that. Even for me, when I first started, I don't have kids myself. So when I first started using oils on kids, I have to borrow a lot of children. And I do tell my friends, would you allow me to use this? And at the end of the day, there are, even if there's a whole range of information, there's always going to be a most bottom line, which is still some minimum safety, especially around kids and pets, for example. So keep that in mind. So like babies, dilute, that's the safest route you can go, okay? If you have no experience, or put a drop in your hand, palm it, count to 10, and then apply it on the base of the feet if you don't know where else to use it at all, okay? And for any kids that's younger than 2 years old, if you're taking an oil, instead of dripping it into your hands, swipe it off the top of the bottle, and then just wipe it to their spine or to their base of feet. It doesn't look like there's anything on their skin, but there is. The molecules are so tiny. So just do that basic minimum, okay? And also just one other thing, if you are kind of really feeling worried about this, follow the guidelines in the essential oil pocket reference and the gentle baby. Those, to me, are references that has already been watered down, okay? They have been already watered down to a point where, they know that they are safe. Then stick with that, okay? I hope that works for you, Caroline. Okay.